Good morning. Happy Monday. It is a few minutes early, but it is time for just a word from the Word. Our passage this morning comes from the book of Romans, Romans chapter 8, verse 26, and I'm reading from the King James Version. Here's what it says. Likewise, the Spirit also helpeth our infirmities. For we know not what we should pray for as we ought, but the Spirit itself maketh intercession for us with groanings which cannot be uttered. Any independent souls out there? Anybody listening, watching this? You're not one to ask for help. You would rather try everything on your own first, and then when you hit a brick wall, that's when you'll ask for help. Anybody out there like that? Um, yeah. My mother would have called it tenacity. It's probably more akin to pride and stubbornness. Um, but in the past, it's not as hard now, but in the past, it has been difficult for me to ask for help from others. I don't have nearly the problem now with that I used to, but it was hard for me to admit that I needed help, that I couldn't do it on my own. And that was a difficult thing for me to admit. Again, mom would have called it tenacity, stubbornness, and pride. Arrogance. Let's just shoot straight with that. Arrogance, stubbornness, pride, all those nasty things that we want to be rid of in our lives but don't like to let go of. But there comes a time where you and I must recognize our limitations, that we must recognize our frailties and cry out to the Lord for help. We all need help. As I was reading the devotional that I'm going through this year, um, this morning's devotion was from Romans 8:26, and I've just not been able to get away from the need to cry to God for help. But here's the awesome thing about all that. Here's your word from the Word. Your cries for help do not go unnoticed, unheeded, disregarded. Paul wrote to the church at Rome that the Spirit of the Lord helps our infirmities. We don't always know how we ought to pray. But if we will ask the Lord to pray through us, it is a thing of beauty. God will give us the words that need to be prayed. Sometimes that comes out like groans and moans, and its words aren't even possible. Sometimes God will call on somebody else to pray for us because we're just not in a place to pray. But when we need help, and we all need help, trust that God hears the moans and the groans of your heart. He will pray through you, have other people pray for you. So cry out for help. Recognize your need. Be humble enough to admit you don't know it all, and you ain't got it all together. Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of God. because we all need help. This has been just a word from the Word. God bless you. Have a beautiful day. And Lord willing, we'll see you tomorrow morning, just a few minutes later, closer to 8 o'clock Eastern. But until then, God bless you.